Xiaomi's Redmi 13 has just been announced and released this month of June 2024. Of course, we're expecting a Redmi 13 5G. First and foremost, they look exactly alike. This should not be a surprise to you. Xiaomi has a tradition of replicating the same look, the same dimensions across devices that straddle different mobile networks this way. So the Redmi 13 4G and the Redmi 13 5G look exactly the same. They have the same screen size, they have the same dimensions. If you were to hold them in your hands, you likely will not be able to tell the difference between them. Are there any differences in the screen technologies? Absolutely not. It's exactly the same thing. You see, Xiaomi has to keep the costs low somehow. And that is just the perfect way to do that. Pretty much everything about these two phones are the same, but there are some differences. So you have the battery size is the same, charging capacity is the same, screen size, refresh rate, RAM, internal storage, cameras. Well, a little difference in the camera. Let's get to the differences. First and foremost, while the Redmi 13 4G has an IP53 rating, the Redmi 13 5G has an IP54 rating for protection against splashes of water and dust. Okay, now the next difference, while the Redmi 13 4G has a Helio G91 LTE chipset, the Redmi 13 5G has a Snapdragon 4 Plus Gen 2 5G chipset. Okay. Next, the rear cameras. The Redmi 13 4G has a 2 megapixel macro lens. And for crying out loud, why does everybody bother with 2 megapixel lenses anymore? Anyway, thankfully, in the Redmi 13 5G, that 2 megapixel macro camera is gone, and in its place is an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. The selfie cameras are the same, everything else is the same. The key differences between the Redmi 13 4G and the Redmi 13 5G: the IP rating, the chipset, and one of the features of the cameras at the back. Everything else is the same. Of course, the price will be different too. You get to pay a little bit more for 5G access and for those minor upgrades to the specs of the phone. I'll see you again next time.